Hey guys, it's Precious here.
And it's Princess, and you're watching
Divine Duo.
Let's go.
So guys, we're finally back with another video in our perfect little spot. Haven't been here for a while, but we're
Right.
back to bring you guys a video mainly about moisture and protein overload, the imbalance between the two. So to start off the video, I just want to let you guys know that this video will be broken up into two parts. So for this video, we're going to focus mainly on moisture overload, what it is, how you know you have it, and how we're going to combat it. And the second video is going to be mainly on the protein aspect of the protein and moisture balance. All right, so now that you guys know, let's get started. Okay, so I just want to put you guys in this mindset real quick. Have you ever had this time when you were on your journey and your hair just felt amazing? Every style came out beautiful. When you moisturized and sealed your hair at night and woke up in the morning, it still had that lust, it still had that juiciness to it. You really didn't have to do much. Like, your hair feels the healthiest it's ever been in. Well, most likely it's because your protein and your moisture is balanced equally. Like, your hair is probably the healthiest at its healthiest state. And that's what we want to maintain when we're in a journey, because with health comes less breakage, with health comes growth, and so on and so forth. And just because it's balanced doesn't mean that you need an equal amount of each substance. Sometimes some people need more protein, and then other times people need more moisture. So I would like to call it like a happy ratio, basically. So let's talk about what moisture overload is. Moisture overload is basically when your hair is having too much moisture to the point where it can't really function properly. When your hair has too much moisture in it, you've most likely been using too many moisture-based products. So your hair is kind of like absorbing all of that moisture, and it's taking away some of the strength because it's too flexible. When I think of moisture, I think of flexibility, and when I think of protein, I think of strength. So if you have too much flexibility going on and you're not focusing on putting a little protein back in your hair, the moisture can become too much to the point where it's like walking on eggshells. Like, even with a comb, even your hands, they just all become weapons against your hair. Like, it's really hard to keep your hair together when it's like, fragile. Each strand is very, very fragile. I would use fragile term more when it's too much protein. In this case, I would say it's too juicy. It's too soft. Yeah, it's like it stretches, stretch. I literally, if I'm detangling my hair, okay, let's talk about ways that you know now. So y'all know what it is, right? So let's talk about how you know. For example, if I'm combing through my hair, I literally hear snaps. Like, not snap breaking, snap like it's getting pulled.
like a rubber
off.
band,
Like a rubber band.
almost like a soft
snapping.
a soft
Rubber band. One thing I realized about when my hair has too much moisture is that it gets tangled very easily. Like, I can just detangle that section, I come back to it, it's tangled again for some reason. It's like the hair is too flexible. It just kind of mushes together very easily. So to separate it is hard. And it also feels like it always has product in it for some reason. You can just, wash your hair out and ain't even put no product in it, but it still feels like it has something still in it. That's a sign that you have too much moisture in it.
Yeah, when you wash your hair and it feels like it still has product in it. I hate that. Another way that I know is that when I'm combing it, I just feel like there's some kind of resistance, but it's like a rubber band type of resistance. Like, it's like you're combing it and it's kind of like stretching. And it's so crazy because unless you've experienced this, you're not gonna get it. And it took for me to experience it to get it. I don't get a lot of moisture overload a lot, but when I do, I know. And when people say it feels mushy, it feels mushy.
Yeah, that's like the best way to describe it, literally. And when I started off my hair journey, everybody told us about moisturizing, sealing. Everybody told us about what we have to do, but nobody told us about protein and moisture overload. I never heard about that until my hair was feeling funny and I started looking it up on YouTube myself, and then somebody said it. You know what I mean? So stuff like this you really have to experience in order to know how to combat it.
Right.
Now, talking about combating it, let's talk about some ways that we overcame moisture overload.
I kind of have in my head all of my products, and I know which ones are moisture based and I know which ones are protein based. Like, when you get into your hair journey, you're gonna just kind of learn that, okay, the Afro G's is when I need protein, and the Shea Moisture, all of those other products are when I need moisture. You can most likely look on the ingredients for that, but I just will stop using the moisture products and I will go to my protein products.
Yeah, products that have a little more protein in it. That's why it's very important to know what type of products you have. You have to know which products are for certain situations. For example, the Afro-G product, I never use strong protein unless my hair needs it. Like I never use that product. It's a full bottle right now because I only use it when I need it. So she's talking about dropping all the moisture products. Okay, so if you're gonna do your hair, if you're gonna deep condition your hair that day, instead of going for my Aunt Jackie in Control, that's a really good moisture, base for deep conditioner. But I wouldn't go to that. I would probably go to my ORS that has like the mayonnaise
conditioner,
that has half protein. That's like a medium protein. I would probably start using that.
Or go for your 2-minute Afro-G protein treatment, the 2-minute one.
And if you realize that your hair is really, really like breaking a little too much, you're gonna have to just go for the strong protein treatment, which is the Afro-G two-step protein treatment. That I use that and it repairs my hair instantly, like literally instantly. It's amazing. So,
but that's a kind of protein that you don't want to use unless you know what you're doing, because you could also lose a lot of hair.
Yeah. Another reason why people get moisture overload is because I think because they don't know, like they probably use protein wrong once in their life and they just like completely cut it out of their hair journey because they feel like their hair doesn't respond to it well. But I feel like to some extent everybody needs protein in their regimen because our hair is made of protein, so you need it. If you take it out of your hair journey completely, your hair is gonna get moisture overload.
Right, and especially because you're also, stripping your hair of protein when you relax it. If you are relaxed, you relax it, you need something else to kind of like, build back those bonds a little bit.
So never cancel protein out of your hair journey completely. So now we know what it is. Now we know how you know that you have moisture overload. And last but not least, how to combat it. We just told you guys that. So hopefully some of these tips can help you guys out. We've definitely experienced a lot of this. You know better, you do better, literally. So if you haven't experienced it, hopefully you don't experience it. But if you do experience it, now you know how to, combat it.
Alright guys, before we end this video, you see the protective style. Okay guys, until our next relaxer, I will be having this protective style, and I will be having a video coming out about how I got this protective style, how I cut it, how I styled it.
She colored it herself.
I did for the first time. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, and this is the first time I'm actually doing like color. So like, yes guys, if you guys want to know how I, installed, cut everything about this, I do have a video coming out.
And for me, this is my first time sewing in a deep side part. I know it ain't nothing, crazy like her. She did a whole styles by Princess. But I'll be keeping in this weave for another 3 more weeks. I think we relax in like 3 weeks. Time is flying. Oh my goodness.
We relaxed in like less than a month.
That's amazing.
This is crazy. So guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you want to join the PMP party, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.
Bye.